You are on the Los Angeles Civil Rights Association Speaks Out. And let me tell you, we're having some technical difficulties today. We are not up on Ustream due to technical. We just went live on Ustream just now. It's unbelievable. We just said a prayer before we came on the show. Clap it up, y'all. Don't God answer prayer. He answers prayer. Now, look, you want to get us live right now. We're on the letter U, stream, STREAM.TV. And when it pops up, the window pops open, you will put in LACRA Speaks Out. That's the letter U, stream.tv, LACRA Speaks Out. Now, then you'll be live on the show. Now, for those who are on the radio, you can go to KTYM AM 1460. I am your host, Eddie Jones. You know we do civil rights. We talk about civil, constitutional, human, and your amendment rights, which we all have. And if you don't exercise your rights, then you won't have any justice. And the only way you get justice is you have to fight for justice. So we're going to start right now. And when the show gets in, when we get a little bit deeper, you know, I always do the news first. And we have so much news to talk about. I just flew back in from Kansas City, where there's a case going on that I'm working on right now, which I'm not going to elaborate on, but I'll just say the work is needed all around the United States of America. We are constantly fighting for our civil, human, and constitutional rights. Ooh, we have a lot of distinguished guests in the studio, as we always do, and we're going to start over to my right with Mr. Beau Williams.
Beau Williams. I'm actually here working on I'm completing a new project. And it's great to be here with you today.
And we're going to talk about you out there at the ministry last night.
Oh, all right. Okay.
And I missed you by 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Larhonda Lewis, co-producer.
Okay.
Twiggy from MJ Hoax Live.
Yes.
Taaj, representing Michael Jackson family from Facebook.
All right.
Priya Sahota.
Yes, and?
Geraldine Hughes.
Miss Geraldine Hughes.
Redemption.
All right, and?
Carolyn Owens Horton, Michael Jackson supporter, and we have a documentary that we did on Michael Jackson.
All right, and young man?
Howard Horton, minister, and also worked on a documentary.
But you also are a tribute artist for Michael Jackson, right?
I do impersonate Michael.
We're going to get something out of you today, aren't we? Yeah. All right. Okay, now that we've introduced everybody, I just want to say this really quick. You see this hat right here, everybody out there? This is about the census. If we are not counted, we don't get the funds that we need to develop our schools, to develop our communities, and to develop all people. So please stand up, be counted. Your count is important. The census 2010. All right, so get counted. That's all I got to say. It's just like getting your vaccination shot or your right to vote, okay? Right. This is a right. We fought for this right, so let's be counted, all right? Yeah. Also, too, we have a lot going on. I want to start off talking about what happened at Walmart in New Jersey. In New Jersey, at Walmart, somebody picked up the loudspeaker phone in the store and said, "All black people get out the store."
My God.
The funny part is all the black people start running out the store. I don't know about them, but I wouldn't have ran out the store. Can we clap it up for that? I would have been like, why? Okay, can you believe that? I am appalled. In 2010, somebody picked up a loudspeaker and told all the black people to get out the store. Well, I guess I might have ran out. You know, it might have been a bomb or something, but who knows?
That's what I'm saying. That's what they were thinking.
Well, come to find out, after looking at all the cameras, because I was like, you better look at your cameras and find out who did that, because that's a liability, and it's also a lawsuit, and believe it or not, it's racial profiling, and it's a civil violation. So I don't know who's going to get sued. It'll probably be Walmart for allowing that person to do what they did. We don't know how that's going to go yet. However, they caught the kid that did it. It was a kid who did it, and of course, this kid had to be taught what he did.
Yes.
He didn't just wake up and say, I'm going to do this. Somebody taught him to racially profile African Americans and black people and people of color. It just doesn't mean black. He can be racially profiling Asians, Latinos, anybody. But it's just so sad that we have to deal with that. Yeah. So much for Walmart, you know, and I'm not going to clap it up for that because that's nothing to clap about. Let's shoot over to UC San Diego. As you well know, over at UC San Diego, they had the Compton Cookout where a a white fraternity was dressing up as African Americans. They were actually putting on the khakis and the jeans with the white T-shirts, carrying buckets of chicken and 40 ounces of beer. They put a noose in the library, which last week I said was a safety hazard, because if I go in the library at my college and I see a noose, I'm going to be scared. That's a safety hazard. We can't do that, okay? Also, over at UC San Diego right now as we speak, I was supposed to be there between 1 and 3 today to stand on the podium to speak at a gigantic rally where students have come from all over, UCLA, UC Berkeley, and everywhere else. They're all down in San Diego. I miss you guys. I had to go to Kansas City to fight for someone else's rights. We're fighting for a young man right now by the name of Terrence in Kansas State, which when I got there was a big giant dust bowl. I'm still having sinus problems, but I made it back in time for the show. Not only did I make it back in time for the show, but we'll get back to that. Let's stick to UC San Diego. So right now, they're down there marching. Isadora Hall from the city of Compton, elected officials and legislators are there now to change policies and procedures, not only at UC San Diego, but at every UC college around the system. So can we clap it up for that, for change? I do not want to walk in a UC college, and I don't want my daughter or my son walking in there, and there's a Ku Klux Klan hat on top of a statue at the school. That is redundantly ridiculous. Redundantly means that they keep doing this, and they're only doing it because one person does it, and the rest of the people mimic what they do. Sometimes it's only just a little pepper and all that salt that makes a difference in how the seasoning goes. Let's get some better seasoning. Why don't we all try Lori's? Clap it up for that.
All right.
That way, when you get Lori's, you get all the different flavors and everything. You got everything in there. Okay, now, let's, I want to touch on Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock, beautiful woman. Let's clap it up for Sandra Bullock. She won the Oscar. She won the Oscar. And then her husband, I want to be him. But I want to be him in Jesus' name the right way. Because if I was Sandra Bullock's husband, what's his name? I forgot his name. He's not even important right now. What is important is that he messed up on Sandra with a young lady that had enough tattoos to tattoo America.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't understand that. I never will understand it. She's a stripper in San Diego. Shame on you, dude. I mean, come on, man. Sandra Bullock's out there making a living for you. She won the Oscar. She's a gazillionaire. Why would you leave her? And she's fine. Yeah, she is. So I just want to get that out there. Sandra Bullock, wherever you are, if you're watching this, we love you. We support you. Life goes on, okay? Life goes on. Let's clap it up for Sandra Bullock. Okay, my favorite topic, the President of the United States, my favorite man in the whole world right now, President Obama. Let's clap it up for Obama. I just want to say, tomorrow the Republicans have a big job on their hands. They have to sign a bill tomorrow to pass health care. Come on, let's get it together, Republicans. Let me tell you why. You are making America look bad. When you guys don't come to a decision because he's a Democrat, he's the president, you're shaming America. All the other countries are moving on, they're getting ahead, and here we are fighting over something that we don't need to be fighting over, that we all need. Health care. Come on, get the bigger picture. People need stitches. They need Band-Aids. They need a shot. Come on, let's get this business closed, and let's move on to jobs and other big things that we need to do in America. Let's get the Toyota cars fixed, okay? Let's get off of our... I support our president. He's a good man. He tries to help everybody, and a lot of people don't appreciate him because he's the first African-American to be sitting in the White House, okay? And they're just upset about that. Get over it. He's the president of the United States of America. And let me tell you something. People in other countries love him. You know why? Because they can actually talk to him, and they don't have to worry about getting stabbed in the back. So let's get over it. Let's support our president. We love you, Obama. We love you, Michelle. And we love you, kids. You guys are great. If you love the president, clap your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I have a guest that should be calling in real soon, and he hasn't called in yet, so I'm going to call him. But before we do that, we want to talk about some of the things that's been going on with the Jackson estate. It's been some things going on, you guys, really big things. So I'm really concerned about it. Oh, he did. He just called me. Let's see if we can get him on the phone right now. So, Beau, how's everything going?
Wonderful.
How's your music?
God is good.
You know, last night we were doing a music ministry last night. And, okay, wait, hold on here. Just talk a little bit about your music, please.
Well, many know me from Star Searches, where I got my national start, and they call it American Idol now.
Come on now.
So that was a